right? We got YouTube, right? I know a couple folks on YouTube, maybe they need to hear this too. Anybody who's an artist needs to hear this kind of information. Feel free to put your comments in the box. Let me introduce YouTube right quick. What's good with you guys, man? I go by Lakim Golden, aka you know who I am, man. If you're already here, but tune in for the day's live chat, man. Do it yourself. Nobody's coming for you. Nobody's coming to help you guys, man. Most important thing I need you guys to realize, nobody's coming to help you. You know, nobody's coming to help you. My inbox is full. My inbox is full of artists who are asking me for management, asking me to put them in positions to meet this person and that person, asking me to how much would I charge to do the work that I'm preaching to them to do, asking me to do what I've done for myself for them at a charge. You can't buy your way into certain things. You can't buy your way into certain things. Everything that you do at this point, you need to put in the footwork yourself. You know what I mean? Because I can quickly take your money and do it for you. But at the end of the day, if I were to bounce up out of here, or if I decided to stop doing music, where would you be? Or if you were to let a label do everything for you, and you learn nothing yourself, when that label drops you, you are worse off than you started, because now you're in debt to a label and you didn't learn a thing. You know what I mean? Learn to do this yourself. If you are an artist, learn to do this yourself, not just rap. Don't just learn how to rap. Don't just learn how to rap and don't learn how to write. You know what I mean? Some of you don't even do that. Some of you don't even want to learn how to read what's on the paper. You want to freestyle. You feel me? Learn to do this yourself. Let me see who coming in here, man. Make sure you guys share this video, yo. Johnson Key, appreciate that share, man. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love. All of you guys tuning in, appreciate the love, man. Thanks, bro. That was a lot of love you showed up. Much love, man. It's all love, bro. It's all love, man. It's all love, man. I'm gonna tell you what, from my observation, the state of the music industry. What's up with the subject today? The subject today is do it yourself, man. Ain't nobody coming to help. You know what I mean? From my observation, what I'm seeing is there are a bunch of artists and all of you guys are talented. But what is the main thing that I always say about talent? You know what I mean? What's the main thing I always say about talent? Talent ain't gonna be enough. Talent is not gonna be enough for you. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you why. Matter of fact, no. I'm gonna ask you guys, why do you think talent is not enough? Why do you think talent is not enough? It can only go so far. Good one. Go a little deeper for me. Somebody tell me why talent is not enough. Why you may be the hottest artist in the world, may be in this room, may be in this live chat, but tell me why that won't be enough for that artist to make it. You know what I mean? Make it, quote unquote, make it. You know what I mean? That's what we all want to do. We want to make it. Talent doesn't pay the bills. Definitely speaks volumes. You know what I mean? That definitely speaks volumes. Tell me why talent isn't enough. There's talent anyway, but no brains to push. Okay. That's what you know what I mean? We're in that ballpark. We're in that ballpark. All great input from you guys. Definitely appreciate it. You know what I mean? Got to put in the work to be enough. Exactly. Kevin Dunn, what's good with you, man? Talent is, I'm gonna tell you the truth about it. Talent is preyed upon. You feel what I'm saying? Talent is preyed upon. For you to be the person in the room with the talent, but without the business, for you to be that person, you are prey. You are a prey to somebody who's going to manipulate you and use your musical talent in order to feed their family for years and generations. That's what your talent is going to get you if you're not smart about it. Your talent is going to get you the opportunity to feed another person's family for generations if you're not smart enough to do it for your own. That's what talent is doing. Talent doesn't mean anything. Talent doesn't mean anything in your hands if you don't have the other side. If you don't have the other side, talent doesn't mean anything to you. What's good, big dog? I heard about you and heard some of your work. I'm trying to work with you on recording. Bro, hit me up over there on YouTube, man. I got my camera. That's why I'm looking over this way. Hit me up, bro. Hit me up. I appreciate you for reaching out too, man. Make sure you tune in for the live chats too. Much love to everybody from YouTube, man. You know what I mean? Talent is not enough, bro. Talent is not enough. I'm going to keep on saying that. I know you guys are getting tired of me saying that, but I got to make sure you understand. The crazy part is I'm always getting bombarded by artists in my inbox. I'm hot. I'm the hottest thing out. You know what I mean? I'm fresh out, but I'm the dopest artist and this and that. Yo, I get out tomorrow, but I'm the dopest artist. I've been doing this for years. Okay. Don't tell me that. You know what I mean? You don't know my intentions. I may not be a stand-up guy. You telling me about your talent. You should approach me on the business end so I can know that I can't manipulate you. You feel what I'm saying? You approach these A&Rs and you approach these DJs and you approach people in the industry who know a thing or two. You approach them like that if you want to. I'm talented. I'm hot. All they're seeing is a meal ticket. They're seeing a dollar sign on your head. They know that you don't know anything else about the business because all you're doing is glorifying your talent. I can rap. I can sing. You know what I mean? I can write music. We don't care about that. Not unless we about to milk it. You feel what I'm saying? Not unless we're about to milk it. So think about that the next time that you tell somebody or the next time you rely on your talent to solidify your obligation or solidify your career as a musician. It's nothing to do with your talent. You feel what I'm saying? Not on the business side. In your production, yeah, when you're making your music and your product, of course, be as talented as you like. Behind closed doors to your production team, the people who already know what time it is because you are making the music together. But when you get out into this world, it's nothing about that. It's about you pushing your music and it's about you building your business. You feel me? So with that being said, what are we waiting for to educate ourselves? You know what I mean? What press 1 if any of you have been acting on any of the things that you've been receiving from these live chats. Press 1 if you've been acting on any of it. I see somebody in here who already has been. Shout out to Minoski, man. Shout out to my dude. Bro hit me up a few months ago, maybe. I heard his first song. I told him about the quality, you know what I mean? And he came back on one of my beats. And he went and invested in a quality studio time and a quality set, and he sent me the song back. You know what I mean? And I love it. I want to mix and master it. We're going to make that happen, too. Press 1 if you've been acting on any of the knowledge or any of the things that you've been receiving in this live chat. And press 2 if not. You know what I mean? We can't just let the people who have been, we gotta let everybody be involved and be honest. You know what I mean? Be honest. You know what I mean? Press 2 if you haven't been. And if not, let me know why. You know what I mean? If not, if you haven't been acting on it, then let me know why. It's all cool too. Like I'm not trying to bash you guys to bring you out or anything, but we really need to get down to the bottom of it. We really need to let everybody know that it all lies with you. It's all about what you decide to do. He said, 1 and 2, I can't lie, I've been slacking. I definitely appreciate that honesty, bro. I definitely appreciate that honesty. You know what I mean? It's not too many people that will be honest out here. And Harold said 2. I just got tuned in. Harold, make sure you follow my page, bro. When you go on this live, you should see like a bell or something. Click that and set it to see first, so you can make sure that you're tuned into every one of these live chats every Sunday at 6 p.m. I'm a producer, and what I do is I don't only sell beats. I make sure that the people that I work with are moving forward. You know what I mean? I've been selling beats for 16, 17 years now. Maybe not 17, 16. I've been making beats that long. You know what I mean? And I've been selling them probably not too much longer, but I'm tired of seeing artists buy beats and not know what to do with them, recording them in bad settings and not making anything out of their careers. So that's what we do this for. We make sure that you guys can actually move that music. You feel me? Thank you, bro. You taught me a lot. Much love, man. There's so much more to learn, bro. It's so much more to learn. Just imagine once the product is done. Once the product is done, bro. And I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what I mean? I don't speak much. I don't say much, but I watch and I observe, bro. The fact that you are willing to listen about that and go get that done the right way, it shows me that if I were to invest more time into you as an artist, you know what I mean? With your investments, what you're making, it'll probably work out, bro. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad at myself for doing that. But I have to see something first. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna show you guys. I'm telling you guys, I'm doing this here. I'm gonna tell you why. Because many of you won't get to that point if you don't try for yourself. If you don't try for yourself, it gets to the point where most of you get stuck because you're like, oh, somebody's gonna come along and do it for me. Somebody's gonna come along and sign me, or somebody's gonna come along and manage me. I need a manager. What do you have to manage? Or what label will sign you and do everything for you and let you still keep half? What label would let you keep half and they're doing everything? You may not even get 30%. So ask yourself these questions while you're sitting still. That's even if you get in front of a label, because some of you are sitting so still that you're not even going to get in front of a label at this point. So even that requires you to be a bit more proactive. Even that requires you to get up. I'm trying not to curse so much, you know what I mean? Because I plan on doing things with this. I know I probably already messed up. Make sure you share the video if you haven't already. Wayne Davis, what's good with you, bro? What's good with you, man? We definitely still got to get you in here too, bro. We got to get you in here too. That's if you even get in front of a label. You know what I mean? The majority of artists, what they will do is they will sit still, and when you run into them, you ask them, "How's your career? How's everything going?" "Oh, I'm planning on this and that." You know what I mean? "I'm planning on this and that, blah blah, this and that." You know what I mean? No, bro, no. You gotta start doing. You know what I mean? You gotta start doing. That for me to take interest in it, or for me to give a helping hand like that, I gotta see something first. You know what I mean? I gotta see something first. If you're not listening to me about recording in a quality studio setting, if you're not listening to me about trying to promote yourself, trying to use Facebook ads, if you're not trying to learn about branding, if you're not doing certain things, then how can I go ahead and say, okay, let's sit down and talk about the next step, or let's try this and that? I'm not going to do it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not going to do it, because what's that going to do? What's that going to do? We're going to start a serious situation, and I'm going to start a serious situation with a person who's not serious enough to even just listen to the basic steps. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not only telling you don't wait. I'm not telling you that simply because you need to be proactive, but when people who are moving see you moving, it changes the tone. You feel what I'm saying? It changes the tone. You may be surprised. You may be surprised at who you can get in touch with, or what you can make happen based off of them seeing you move or seeing you trying. But if you ain't trying, what? I already see enough. I see what I need to see. You feel what I'm saying? Because you missed a live today. Yeah, I got to give you my number, because I definitely got to give you my number. Much love. Both of my cousins in here, man. Much love, man. I love my family. I'm still working on ASCAP. Kevin Dunn, let me know if you need any help on that, bro. What kind of questions do you have? What questions do you have about ASCAP? Hot Fries, what's good with you, man? 1 plus the emails, money constraints prohibit of your advice. King Black, explain that, bro. Explain that a little bit more. You know what I mean? My goal is to be of service and help you in any way possible, bro. You got to let me know what's up. Truth about the split with the labels and yourself yet. Great work. Ethic, top quality material is worth something. Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? Definitely, bro. What I'm saying is, for the most part, that work ethic and that top quality material, it's not going to fall in an artist's lap. You know what I mean? It's going to take some perseverance. It's going to take a lot of endurance, and you're going to have to keep trying, and you're going to have to keep figuring it out. But you can't do that being stagnant. You know what I mean? Not you personally. I'm just talking in general. In general, artists can't do that being stagnant and not trying to do for themselves. You know what I mean? Treat rap like the trap. Get it out the mud. You got to get out the mud. SB, you right. You got to get out the mud, man. Big facts, wisdom, real talk. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate all you guys, man. I do have one song I want you to hear. Send me the link, bro. Send me the link. Send me the link to my inbox. If you didn't drop it yet, you can send it to my my email. Just let me know in my inbox if you need my email. No, you can let me know now, actually. All I need is more money to put in more work. I definitely understand, bro. You know what I mean? I definitely understand. If it's a job situation, I'm gonna tell you guys how to handle that too. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you guys how to handle that too, because I feel like that would be the main issue for do you sell beats cash? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean accept like hard cash for beats? Yes, I do in my area, but otherwise you may have to do PayPal or anything that I can get an invoice for documentation. You know what I mean? Got to use everything God give you. Yes, most definitely. Yeah, man. But where was I? I'm gonna tell you guys how to go about. I know money may be the main thing holding a lot of you guys back from doing what you would like to do with your music. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Inbox me. You know what I mean? Inbox me. We can definitely talk about that. Big facts. Nobody gonna help you. Yeah, nobody gonna help you. Buddha Realist, what's good with you, man? But money will be the main reason that a lot of you guys or a lot of artists, period, won't move on it or won't learn how to. But I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. There's things you can do that don't involve money at the moment. You can start moving now. And you can prepare for the money to be received now. You feel what I'm saying? Money is up, and I just got hit the sound exchange. Since we started putting in work and learning how to make our video quality crystal, we don't do a lot for good. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, everybody thinks that money is like, it's the end all be all. People had a position to make it hang over. See, here's the thing about money, bro. Here's the thing about money. You have artists who have lots of money to throw at situations, and it still just doesn't work for them like that. You know what I mean? You got many artists who have lots of money to throw for the best everything, and it just doesn't catch. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's not about the money that you put into your video. It's not about the money that you put into your I won't say into your project. That's a good move, but the money that you put into your clothes or your jewelry, it's not about that. If anybody was smart, they would tell you it's the consistency. You know what I mean? If you got a decent looking video, I'm not saying like something crazy. If you have a decent looking video that you rather put the rest of the money or the majority of the money into your promotion, that'll take you a long way. You know what I mean? That'll take you a long way. But for the artists that may be at a job setting that may not allow them to do as much as they would like to do, I understand that, bro. But here's the thing about that. You got to take leaps. You know what I mean? You got to take leaps. If you're at a job and you're not getting paid enough, all you need is 200 excess for your music career. If you can allocate that per month, you know what I mean? Think about where you spend 200 at everywhere else. You know what I mean? Think about where else you may spend 200 at that you can pull that back from and say, yo, instead of going here, there, and there, I'm going to put this money into my music every month. You feel what I'm saying? it gets easier. It gets so much easier. And if you at a point where you're already maxed out everything that you're paying on, or all of your bills, you don't have anything left over, you got to find something else that'll give you more. You know, I know a lot of us have been at our jobs for very long and we're comfortable, or some of us, we may have just started and we don't want to try looking for something else, but you got to keep going until you find what's comfortable for you. You know what I mean? We are able to create whatever type of lives we want for ourselves, but we just got to go out and try, bro. We got to go out and try, man. Real artists got real places for their money to go. You know what I mean? Like, that's true. Timothy, that's true. You know, I always say it like this, man. I say it like this. It's not even so much of having a whole bunch of money. Well, if money's short, just host a meet and greet, car wash, accept donations. It's so many things. There's so many things that could be done. SC the Plug, you right. Shout out to SC the Plug too, man. I see you guys putting in work, bro. You guys putting in work. You've definitely become a mainstream media for the hip hop culture or for the music culture in South Carolina. You know what I mean? Like, you start from humble beginnings. You start with what you have, and you try and you keep trying until your name is household. You know what I mean? It doesn't take just one video. It doesn't just take for you to do $1 million video and you automatically blow up. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to do a few. You're gonna have to do a few. I'm not telling you to put your whole budget into multiple videos and keep pushing them even though they're not going anywhere. I'm not telling you to do that. But if you put a budget into the first video and you put even greater budget into the promotion of that first video, you can get good response. Your second video, you keep following that same process. You know what I mean? You keep following the same process. Never have your video cost more than the promotion. You know what I mean? No, labels don't do that. Labels don't do that. Independent artists don't do that. Your video is not supposed to cost more than your promotion is going to cost. So if you paying $800 for the video, you better be putting in $1,600 for the promotion. You know what I mean? And you don't even got to start there. You don't got to start with the video anyway. You feel me? I'm pushing off that Willie Lynch. No doubt, bro. Marlon Marl was good with you, man. You gotta pace yourself. You gotta do this thing right. And you getting froze on money because you believe that you got to put your money in all the wrong places. Every artist right now, oh, I need a video. Oh, I need, you know what I mean? I need the what are those choker jumps they doing now? It's cool. I'm not mad at them. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at them. They cool. I'm cool with it. But you don't need that stuff right now, bro. You don't need that stuff. That's not what's going to make you an artist. You're going to buy it and you're going to realize that people still don't know who you are. And then you're going to be mad. Now they're not supporting you. Now you know what I mean? It's not that they're not supporting you. They don't even know that you're dropping. They don't even know that you're dropping. Who's they? Who's this day that you talking about? They don't know you dropping anything. Your post may not even get out to 100 people altogether. Who's they? They don't know you dropping. Your city don't even know you dropping stuff, bro. Your city don't know you dropping stuff, and you doing it on your personal page. So it's your mama friends, it's your friends, it's your cousins, they friends, and it's all just circulating. It's all just circulating. You know what I mean? So when you talking about your city ain't supporting you, your people ain't supporting you, they don't even know you doing this, bro. They don't even know that you're doing this. So we got to get real. We got to get real, and we got to realize that it's not about having a bunch of money. It's about putting the money you do have to use the proper way. If you want to know how to do that, keep coming to the live chats every Sunday at 6 p.m. Every Sunday at 6 p.m. is when we do this. You know what I mean? We getting knowledge here. This is food for thought. You know what I mean? Timber said he sent the track. Which email did you send it to, bro? Where you stationed, brother? I'm in South Carolina. Something South Carolina, bro. You said hit one if I got something out of your Oh, word. King Black, I got you, bro. Uh-oh. Instagram going crazy. I'm from Lynchburg, South Carolina. And So who signed with I moved to Atlanta to pursue. Tell me how's that work? What are you what is your approach at the moment? Tell me what your approach is at the moment. You know what I mean? It may grow to be a popular, or it's definitely very niche. What you're doing is very niche. You know what I mean? I commend you for going forward, because I know a lot of people try to stay away from it. You know what I mean? But it's very niche, and you could actually break the doors down, and you could monopolize that audience. So, what is your approach to that? You know what I mean? Let me know what your approach is. There may be promise in that. I'm certain there's promise there. I'm certain there's promise there. If I could, I would give you get high in the studio. Well, you know, you don't want to get high in the studio so much, man. You know what I mean? Much love to Johnson Key too, man. You know what I mean? You be over here cracking up, bro. You got to use everything. I just got good rap is pain. That's true. You know what I mean? There's a large audience for that, bro. There's a large audience for that. You know what I mean? All my family knows. Dre Charles, was good with you. What's your YouTube live channel? Golden Gramz. Golden Gramz with a Z on the end. People got an issue against your lifestyle and affects how you it affects you whether they work with you. Well, you see, I understand that. You know what I mean? It is I know it can be difficult when, you know, if your lifestyle is, it may seem as if it's preventing or blocking people from your path or things that you would like to do, or it's trust me, bro. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not. All that needs to be done is for your targeted audience to support you. Anybody in here, you know what I mean? If your people ain't supporting you, or the people that you work with, or if it's difficult with them, be glad that they're not in your targeted audience. You know what I mean? Be glad that your targeted audience is out there just waiting for your music to reach them. And once it does, you won't care about who says this in your local area. You won't care about the person you work with if they're not trying to support you or do music with you. You won't care about there's a fly in here. Oh, by the way, I don't know if y'all noticed my little man's right here. You know what I mean? Like, he gonna be in for a few of these live chats until I finally tear him up. You know what I mean? I might throw him against the wall or something. But you know, anyway, you won't care about who's not supporting, because you have your support from thousands, you know what I mean? If not one day, millions of people who understand where you're coming from because they can relate to your music. You feel me? For everybody out here, for any kind of way that you're feeling, there are other people who are feeling, if not exactly the same way, they're feeling a similar way. You got to think about it like that. There are other people out here who, if not feel 100% like you, they can relate enough to like your music because you're getting as close to what they feel is possible. If that makes any sense. I don't want to be confusing, but that's what your targeted audience is going to be. They're going to be people who can relate closely enough with what you're saying or who you are as a person, and they're going to support you because, hey, if you haven't noticed, the world is a cold place nowadays. It's a cold place, and it's hard to get people to understand where you're coming from. So when you make certain kinds of music where you're putting your emotion and pain into it, people are definitely going to build and vibe with it. You feel me? They're going to vibe with it, and they're going to start coming to you for that kind of music or for that kind of vibe. So no matter what kind of lifestyle you guys are living, or no matter what you think is going to hold you back or going to make it hard for you to maneuver, there's no need to maneuver in anybody else's ball court or in their playing field if you're making your own. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys, to do it yourself. Do it yourself. Nobody's coming to help, but they are coming to take. You know what I mean? Nobody's coming to help, but they are coming to take. A label ain't coming to help you off the gate. They're gonna take what they need first. You know what I mean? They're gonna take what they need first. A manager, everybody out here saying, I need a manager, I need management, I need this, I need somebody to manage me. Yo, you say that if you want to. You say that to a manager if you want to. TLC, I always forget the name as soon as it comes time. You know the fellas who was on TV, man. Everybody who needed a manager All of these folks, I need a manager. I need somebody to do this. You don't need a manager. You know what I mean? You don't need a manager, because what they're going to do is they're going to take advantage of you. They're going to put papers in front of your face that say, oh, this just says that I get my 10% out of blah, blah, blah. Boom. You signed that over. Now they're getting 10% of everything you do for the rest of your career. And they done bounced out 3 years ago. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Stuff like that. Stuff that you really don't need. You don't need stuff like that on you. So you got to educate yourself to know what your manager needs to be doing. You feel me? Your manager is not supposed to step in and change your life. You are. Your manager is not supposed to step in and be able to do things that you can't do. Whatever your manager is doing, you can do it yourself too. You can build relationships with people. You can make phone calls. You know what I mean? And if you learn how to maybe I don't even need to say that. I may not need to drop that much game on this live chat. You feel me? I may not need to drop that much game. If you learn how to advertise, you've already done everything that your manager may not even be up to par about. You know what I mean? If you learn how to do that, you don't need a manager. You don't need ask me to manage you one more time. Ask me to manage you one more time. Anybody in this live chat or anybody on these Facebook ads that I'm running, and these people are coming to me asking me, do I manage? Ask me to manage you one more time. You know what I mean? I'm going to show you exactly what a manager is going to do to you. I'm going to get contracts drawn up, and I'm going to make sure they 360. I'm going to make sure they are terrible contracts. I'm going to show you just how easy it is for you to give away your location and show somebody just how incompetent you may be in this industry. You don't do that. Don't ask for a manager. Don't ask people that do they manage, or you don't say I need a manager. That is not the thing to say. It's almost like saying, do you have any free beats? Don't do that, or throw away beats. We're not doing that. We're gonna put that in that same boat. Don't ask about throwaway beats. Don't say I need a manager. Word, mother. I already know, bro. I already know. None of which me. I was talking in open mics, Atlanta, looking to build with Connect. Well, here's the thing about open mics. They're open. You know what I mean? It's a broad audience. I say take your approach to the internet and educate yourself on advertisements, because from there you can choose a specific audience. I do it all the time. You know what I mean? Right now, my primary audience is rap artists. You feel me? So I can target rap artists everywhere, and we build. You know what I mean? Because that's just what I'm looking to do. No doubt, bro. No doubt. We'll definitely have to. I'm feeling much better now, bro. I'm feeling much better too. You know what I mean? So as far as that goes, we'll definitely have to book a consultation for you. But also feel free to just let me know what's going on. You know what I mean? I can give you the best response that I possibly can. You know what I mean? Just fill me in on what's really going on. You know what I mean? Just fill me in on what the game plan is or what the move is. I performed in front of excuse me for Instagram too, man. I know I'll be neglecting you guys, man. I got to get used to looking over here. I got to get used to looking over here on Instagram, man. I performed in front of competition. I went alone. No doubt. That's, you know what I mean? And that's cool, because that's preparing you for your performances. You will have performances, and you will have to entertain a crowd. So you have experience there. But at this point, what you need is to build an audience. You guys, everybody here needs to build an audience. You need people who know what you do and people who love to support what you do. You don't need the whole world to do that. You know what I mean? You don't need the whole world to do that. You may be out here thinking that like your mainstream artists, this helps in every bit. I need this. Thank you, Dwayne Thompson. I definitely appreciate you for saying that, bro. It makes it work when more people and more artists come through, and we have a lot to build on and a lot more questions and a lot more perspectives. Make sure you click the bell and the see first icon, so every time we go live, that you can already be notified, bro. You know what I mean? A pleasure to have you a part of the community. This is just what we do. You know, this is just what we do. I hear the DJs around here. Well, you know, like I'm gonna tell you like this, man. DJs are dope. DJs are dope. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking DJs, but in everybody in here in your particular area, you may notice it difficult to actually build with your local DJs to get the job done, or specific ones. You know what I mean? You may never know. You may never know. So don't strictly rely on that. I would rather you do like online advertisement of your own. I'm gonna keep on saying it. If you learn to utilize advertisement, you've already learned how to reach further than any DJ, any manager, or almost just about anybody that says they can do something for you. You've already learned how to do much more for yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what they're afraid of. That's what they're afraid of. They don't want you to learn how to put yourself out there. They don't want you to learn how to get yourself in front of 1,000 people. But you know what I mean? I can show you, like, honestly, I can show you how to get yourself in front of 10,000 people. I can show you that. It won't be very satisfying once you do it, because you're like, oh, it's just views. You know what I mean? What you really want, you want streams. You want people to listen to you. You want sales. You want merchandise purchase. You want income, revenue from your music. You know what I mean? You look at me crazy. People look at everybody crazy, man. I'm gonna just be honest with you. People look at everybody crazy. You know, we gotta learn. We gotta develop some hard skin, and you know, we gotta reflect it. We gotta reflect it and keep doing what we're doing. The sun was slightly in the same position that it was before that person said or made us feel uncomfortable, and it's going to be in that same position after. It's not much of a change. It's going to keep on going on the same course. We got to learn. We got to be like the sun. You know what I mean? What's the biggest tip on advertising you can give? The biggest tip I can give is to learn it yourself. And I'm not trying to be funny, bro. I'm not trying to be funny about that. Here's the thing. There was a time where I once would say, yo, let me pay this person to advertise my beats on here and there, or let me pay this website to advertise my beats here and there. And I never knew what was really going on. So even when I did make the money, or if I made a little bit of money from it, I was never fulfilled, because I could never say, okay, how can I make more the next time? Or how can I not lose money the next time? You know what I mean? If somebody's doing it for you, then you're never going to learn how to grow it. But if you learn advertising yourself, then you can learn how to grow it, and you won't waste money, and you won't spend money and not know what your money is going through. You feel what I'm saying? So the most important thing that I can say about advertisement, or a tip that I can give on advertisement, is to learn it yourself, inside out, as much as you need to. You know what I mean? As much as you need to learn about advertisement, make sure that you learn it. And artists, please stop paying these promoters $300 and $500 to open up for an artist to come to town. Exactly, bro. You speaking volumes right now. That money's you can put in your budget. Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly. You know, and I'm gonna tell you why, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. It's exactly as this title suggests. Do it yourself. Nobody's coming to help. They think these artists are going to sign them or something, or they think they're going to get a chance or opportunity to give their elevator pitch and let the artist hear their whole mixtape, or at least get a picture, and they think that that's going to help them blow up. It's not. You know what I mean? They think that all of these factors are actually going to help their career. So yeah, they're going to pay that $500 so they can open up for the hottest artist that's out right now. Because one day, you know what I mean? Hopefully that artist is going to pull me on stage, or when I'm walking off stage, hey, come back up here. Let you get in the deal today. You feel what I'm saying? I've been I've been doing a 30 city tour, and you just so happen to be the artist that I'm going to sign. You feel what I'm saying? That's what people think. People think these artists really care about the fact that they're opening up, but they don't even know. They don't even know until they get there, bro. They don't know you opening up for them. You know what I mean? Some people do. Some of them may do. Some of them may know. But let's get real, man. We got to get real. Put that 500 into your own business. You feel me? Do you know what $500 would do for your music business if you were to put it into advertising instead? You know what I mean? It's amazing. You would be surprised. You would be surprised. You can probably. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it so soon. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say it so soon because I don't need you guys just dumping $500 into that. I need you to really understand what you can do with that 500. We don't just want to pay for views. We want to put 500 in and get 1,000 back. We want to put 500 in and get 2,000 back. That's the business that I'm in. I'm not just for putting money in and not getting anything but views back. You feel what I'm saying? Exactly. And here's the funny thing about it, Johnson, man. The folks who open up, sometimes they don't even get to go on. They don't even get to go on because the club owner like, nah, you know what I mean? So you get your money back, or you probably don't get your money back. It's crazy. Don't open up for the artist if you gotta pay. If you gotta pay, first of all, anyway. If you gotta pay, if you know what I mean, if the person in your area, if they're not believing in you enough to say, oh, let's open up. Let me let you open up for such and such. It's not worth the investment, just to be honest with you. It's not worth the investment. You could take that money and do something else with it for your career that you can actually see the results or the progress from. You feel what I'm saying? Oldest trick in the book for bad promoters. They take the money and they help pay for their own promotion. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's like a donation, or it's like accepting donations for events, which is not a bad idea to accept donations, but for you to rob the artist of their money so that you can do whatever else. You know what I mean? It's ways that you got to go about this kind of stuff, man. It's ways you got to go about this kind of stuff. Now, I don't know. I'm not sure if there was an opportunity to pay for a verse perhaps from the artist and you get to open up. I don't know. You may be able to make that work somehow, but then again, you don't want to pay for the verses like that either. You could put that kind of money into your business. I feel you. I understand that, Tim. I understand that. Like sometimes you just want to get on the mic. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just want people to hear. You just want people to hear what you got. That's cool. You know what I mean? That's cool. But at the same time, it's like $500 for that, or sometimes $600, sometimes $300 for that. Hey man, it's other places that we can put that, and if you put it in the right place, in the long run, you'll have shows lined up where you could be on stage all day and you can get paid for that kind of stuff all the time. So what if the artist is not dope enough in the artist pay slot, pay for a slot? It will make the top act look bad, wouldn't it? I mean, honestly, people already know what time it is with this kind of stuff now. You know what I mean? People really already know what time it is, and it really won't mess the artist up at all. You know what I mean? It won't mess the main event. It won't mess them up at all. You feel me? If anything, people are just waiting for this guy to get off stage so they can see whoever they really came to see. So and we got to stop calling these shows too. We got to stop calling these shows. We got to stop saying, oh, I got a show tonight, this and that. What you doing? Oh, I'm opening up for such and such. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, bro. Come on, man. Look at what's really going on. You just paid for the event promotion. You just paid for the event. Such and such didn't know that you were opening up for them. They didn't know that. You're not even getting paid to do it. You paid. You know what I mean? If you giving a show, then you need to be compensated. Hey man, this is stuff that you guys may not want to hear. You may not want to hear this kind of stuff as artists because you like, oh man, you know what I mean? Nah, I got a show tomorrow. I got a show tonight. I got a show next week, and I'm gonna still call it a show. When everybody asks me what I'm doing, I'm gonna call it a show. You know what I mean? I got a show tonight. I got a show. Man, come on, yo. Come on, man. We can't be going out like that. We can't be going out like that, man. We got to call it for what it is. I'm opening up because I paid this person money to open up. You know what I mean? Neck got a little crooked right there, man. Right now, DistroKid Max Plan 80, 150 copyrights. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. You can do your own BMI account. You feel what I'm saying? Your copyright forms may only cost you $60 if you do it independently. See, that's another thing. That's another reason to do it yourself. You feel me? You can go to DistroKid for your distribution, but everything else that they're offering, what they're doing is they're throwing their fees on top of it because they have to do this for you. When it's out there and it's available for, well, I won't say for free, but you have the option or you have the ability to copyright your own music. You have the ability to, what's the other thing? Set up your own BMI account. You can do all of that stuff yourself. You know what I mean? You can do all of that stuff yourself. So if you want to, if you want to pay them $500 for that, you could do it. But you'll get off in the long run easier if you do it yourself. You know what I mean? I think the artist and crowd size matters, in my opinion. Nothing wrong with paying for your calculated move. But you got to think about it like this, bro. If you pay $500 and the crowd is large and they came here to see Dolph or they came here to see Gotti, you're not going to win them over, bro. You know what I mean? You're not going to win them over, especially if you're not a popularized figure in your city. You just may be able to get away with it. You know what I mean? But even then, you shouldn't have to pay $500 for that open up. They should let you do that because they should be trying to push that artist on to the next step. But they're not doing that. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't say get on stage and try to do 3 songs, 4 songs. You're going to get booed off stage. They like, yo, we waiting to see Gotti. Can you please get off stage, bro? You're not winning any fans tonight. We didn't even know you were going to be here. Get off stage so we can see Gotti. You feel what I'm saying? That's just the honest truth about it, though. I've seen it and I've heard about it. It's like when you open up for an artist, it's just a pastime while they wait for the artist to get here or while they wait for the artist to get good and right. You know what I mean? Have a few drinks, let him get ready to do what he do. You feel what I'm saying? The artist may not even be there while you're on stage. So it's like, go figure. You feel what I'm saying? Everything about money going forward. I got 2 paid shows in New Hampshire in August and October. My project hasn't even dropped. No doubt. You know what I mean? That's how you got to do it, bro. That's how you got to do it. Whatever method you took to get those 2 paid shows, think about how can you magnify that or how can you amplify that to the point where you can get at least where you can get 4 paid shows per week. You know what I mean? Whatever you did to get those 2, there's a mathematical equation that has guaranteed those 2 and locked it in at pay. So ask yourself this question. How can I get 4 more? You know what I mean? Or how can I get 10 more and stretch them out for the course of the month? And after this month, how can I get 10 more or 15 more? How you want to devise the strategy, or you want to figure out what calculations or what moves you took that got those 2, and you want to keep on applying it over the board. You know what I mean? You want to keep on applying it over the board. That's fire though, bro. That's fire. If you open up to somebody, I hope it's the best song you ever had. You know what I mean? Got to be the best song you ever had, man. To stop them from booing you. I agree to disagree. If you got it light, you got it. If you got a light, You got the shine. Well, it's like, I put it like this, bro. It's clickbait. You know what I mean? It's kind of like clickbait. The promoter is telling you that you can open up for such and such and this and that. It sounds good on your end, and that's what you know. You know that you're doing this. And the people that came to the club that you know, you've already told them. So yeah, they know, you know what I mean? But clickbait never works out as far as people really giving it that time. You know what I mean? And if it does, then I will need you to provide me a situation where an artist actually got signed or an artist actually blew up from an open up show. You know what I mean? That's for anybody here, because, you know, King Black says he agrees to disagree. And that's cool. I want you guys to know that you don't have to exactly agree with everything that I say. But, you know, I would also like the backup statement, not the backup, but the proving factors that would make me say, you know what? I can't even argue with that. I can't argue with that. You know what I mean? But I would like to know, like, if there is an artist that actually blew up or got signed or got into a major situation from an open up, then that would be dope information, because I can go back then and say, hey, you may want to pay for these open ups and figure out how can you make them work in your favor. You know what I mean? That beat still, yeah. The beat still, the deal's still going on. The deal is still going on. By the way, if you haven't noticed, if you don't know, buy one, get one free, buy two, get two free, buy three, get three free for all the beats on my site. You know what I mean? I don't like to promote it on my website. I don't like, I'm on the live chat I meant. I don't like doing that. You feel me? Because this ain't about me selling beats. This is about me giving back to you guys, because you do buy the beats or you do want to really change your career. You know what I mean? Well, how would you convert that? You know what I mean? Even $1 million Levi said, even still, the open up may give you one or maybe two of your top loyal fan base. How would you convert that? You know what I mean? As you guys know, a fan base for me is not people who just know that you rap. A fan base, and a core at that, a core fan base is tangible. You would have to have actual information. Like, how would you convert that? You feel what I'm saying? Because you got to think about what's really going on here. They may remember you as soon as you get off stage, but when they came there to see a person that they paid to see, because you thinking like this, they came to see, you know, they may pick you up, but yo, they paid money to see this other person. So as soon as they get on stage, they start to screaming and going crazy. They may not remember, bro. Just statistically, you know what I mean? Statistically speaking, man. And I'm only speaking out of what I've seen and what I've known. Like, if mainstream artists that I've seen their interviews, if they were to blow up and say, yo, I got on because I opened up for such and such, man, it was such a blessing, I would say, you know what? I can't be mad at that. But it would seem more evident that if they were to take the 500 that they put into that open up and put it into their video, so that their video can get 100,000 views, or so that their subscriber rate could go up from 2 to 2,000, or so that their project could have certain types of beats and this and that. It seemed like that would be the better move to make than to say, oh, I got 2 new fans from the open up, and that's, you know what I mean? It's not enough. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough compared to what you could do with that money. That's the only argument that I'm making. You know what I mean? That's the only argument that I'm making. But you could get more than that 1 or 2 new viewer from that opening up just for advertising. Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're not trying to play the game about, well, it's still, we don't want to do it's still, we want to do what's best and what's working. You know what I mean? We want to do what's best and what's working the best. So, you know what I mean? putting that 500 into advertisement, hey man, for me, at $20 a day with my advertisements, I can get I can get 50 to 80 new artists to listen to what I have to say, and we can end up doing business in the future. So with that being said, it's like, hey, I wouldn't want to go to I wouldn't want to go to a situation where I would have to open up and only get 2 for that same price. You know what I mean? So it all depends on where you put the monies that we speak of. You know what I mean? But like, to each his own, man. To each his own. But the main thing that I want you guys to realize is you don't want to waste your time not doing anything. You feel me? You can get a lot of people in and look at my music. Your personal page or your like page. Your personal page or your like page. But you don't want to waste any time, man. You don't want to sit here and say, I'm just going to wait for somebody to come along and do it, or I'm going to wait for somebody to come along and change my life, or somebody to save my music career, because that person is you. This is too loud. Okay. Yeah, that's too loud. Apologies. But listen, man. Okay, Kevin said my personal page. That's not a good idea. I'm gonna tell you why. I just said it actually, but I didn't put it into perspective. Your personal page is going to be filled with people who are your friends, your family, and your friends of family of friends and family. You know what I mean? So you got to think about it like this, man. It's only circulating around the same people over and over, over and over and over and over. So those 10,000 views that somebody could get from their personal page, they don't come from 10,000 new people. Instagram is about to close out. Appreciate you guys for tuning in on Instagram. Every Sunday, 6 p.m., make sure you show up. We may go a little longer on Facebook, so inbox me if you want my Facebook information, or my YouTube, so we can, continue to go on. But much love to Instagram. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Keep on coming through, man. But what was I saying? Okay. Yeah. Your personal page. You're not going to have. It's not 10,000 new people that are looking at your music every time that you see 10,000 views on your personal page. That is maybe 200, 500 people that are looking at it over and over again. You know what I mean? Shouldn't you have music already out before you make an actual page? No. Make the page first. Because the way that I teach it, you gotta build the system before you need it. You know what I mean? You gotta build the system before you need it. You gotta make sure that you build the pen for the cows, the chickens, and all of that. You gotta make sure you build it before you actually need it. And then once you build it, you will be glad that you already have the understanding of things in order to move it. You know what I mean? But what you don't want to do is you don't want to wait until you have people who are ready to follow you, or you don't want to wait until you got, you know what I mean? You got all of this music, but you didn't even get accustomed to your page first, so you don't even know how to maneuver it. KJ, what's good with you, man? What's good with you? What about my Instagram? Your Instagram, it depends. You know what I mean? It depends, because you have your other business on there. If I'm not mistaken, you can leverage the two. Honestly, you know what I mean? Everybody likes to separate their businesses. We like to keep our businesses separate, and we like to do whatever we're gonna do and try to keep them all on different entities. But I'm a big fan of making sure that everybody knows that any business that I run, it's mine. You know what I mean? It's my face. It's me. Whether it be the studio, whether it be beats, whether it be mixing, mastering, you're going to know my personal brand first before you know my businesses. You feel me? Because the business could end up being something I don't want to do, but I'm going to always take my personal brand with me, But your Instagram, you can leverage that, but you got to understand that when you're clashing or when you're starting two different audiences, because your business and your music, they're two different audiences. So you're going to have to cater to one more often than the other. You know what I mean? Because trying to balance both of them, you're going to run yourself mad. You're going to run yourself mad. Marley Marl, I got you, bro. Appreciate you for coming through, man. Much love. Much love. Where can we go to learn the different editing names for our music that we like to be done? The best. That's a good question. That's a good question. Honestly, the best thing to do with that is to acquire a copy of a recording software, any recording software, because the names don't change. You feel what I'm saying? The names don't change no matter which ones you use. But if you were to get a recording software and try to record yourself, it doesn't have to be the fanciest thing. It doesn't have to be a full setup. You can just get a USB microphone, record yourself, and that'll teach you the basics of what you're doing, because you'll start applying effects. You'll start working with different VSTs, or what they're called, virtual instruments and what have you, and you will learn exactly what they're called. You can put the labels to it. You know what I mean? What is a simple software out there where I would recommend you beginning? I would always tell anybody to start with Pro Tools, and if you want to take it a step further, then you can go ahead and invest in a studio bundle that I have knowledge on a studio bundle that you can purchase, and you can actually just start making quality music in your basement and get it sent to me or whoever else to mix and master. Either way, you will be applying those labels to your knowledge, or your knowledge that you may not have the labels for. That's how I operate. The things that I do know, I may not always know exactly what they're called by the textbook, but I've learned my way around them, and I know exactly what I'm looking for. I know what they're called because I've been working with them for so long. You know what I mean? I got a bundle for anybody that's serious. Oh yeah, holla at KJ, man. He got a bundle. You know what I mean? KJ got mad studio equipment. You know what I mean? KJ got mad studio equipment, man. So he may definitely be able to hook you up. 3 times again. Gavin, I appreciate you, man. Much love, yo. Much love, man. Much love. Appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate you for coming through. Somebody come in here and get this fly out of here, too. No, much love. Appreciate you for coming through, man. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. That's what you want. You actually, like I always say, you want to have your own setup to where you can learn yourself as an artist, but also learn your production and learn how to properly record yourself in the event that you can't get to the studio as you always would. Of course, your studio may be able to provide you the best quality, but for your songs, say for certain songs that you put out or certain things that you do, you can get decent enough quality to where you can release good music, but people already know what time it is when you're about to release your projects and your singles and stuff like that. You go to your studio, but you can always just keep your audience entertained from your home setup. You know what I mean? That's just the way it works, man. Okay, we're going over like 7:05. 7:05, and I still got a little bit of voice left. Just a little bit of voice left. But with that being said, man, what about the radio? Radio was never designed for the independent artist, bro. You know what I mean? Radio is here to sell advertisement. You feel me? Radio is here to sell advertisement slots because that's the way they make their money. If a company is paying the radio station $20,000 for X amount of spins of their advertisements, then that's what the radio station wants. And in order to command that 20,000, they need a specific size audience base. And at the state that things are now, an independent artist is not going to be able to bring them remotely have of the audience base that they need in order to command that 20,000. So with that being said, your mainstream artists are the ones who are going to be benefiting from radio more than the independent artists. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, radio just ain't the way to go for me. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how I strongly feel about it. I've gotten artist songs on the radio in rotation. It did nothing. It did nothing for the artist. You know what I mean? It did nothing for the artist. You're better off putting those resources into advertisement of your targeted audience. You know what I mean? Because those people will guarantee want to hear what you're putting out. And those people are not going to say, yo, you know what I mean? Don't play that. Yeah, that was cool and all, but what about that song that always plays every day and that we get tired of it, but we just want to hear it because it's been playing so long? It's people who really want to hear what you got, what you're saying, your targeted audience. You know what I mean? So radio, you don't really want to worry about radio. But with that being said, man, we're going on into about an hour and some change. So we will be wrapping this up pretty shortly. But does anybody have any questions before we do so? Does anybody have any questions before we do wrap this thing up? When I get this homeschooling software, what equipment you trying to help me put it together? No doubt, no doubt. You know what I mean? No doubt. I definitely I'll be happy to. You know what I mean? I'll be happy to. Best way to book. Inbox me. You know what I mean? I have a bit of a held up schedule. You know what I mean? I was a bit under the weather for the past few days prior to the live chat or whatnot. And I'm rehabilitating, but I still have people to tend to that I had to cancel their appointments. So I got to get those guys squared away. And once I do so, we'll definitely begin booking and we can get you guys in. And you know what I mean? We can make that happen for you, Tim. Yeah, Dawn, for sure. Just I'll send you the link after this live chat is over with. You know what I mean? What is a targeted audience? Johnson Key, good question, man. Good question. A targeted audience is excuse me. A targeted audience is the group of people or the accumulated group of people. I won't even say accumulated. It has nothing to do with accumulation right now. But the people who are most likely to accept your music because it fits what they like. You feel what I'm saying? Or not just music, your product, period. If you have a product, then before you put the product out there, you think about, is there a target market or a target audience for it? People who are ready to receive it. If there's no audience for it, there's no need to put it out. The thing about music is so many different types of people out here. You can probably find a targeted audience for your music. So when you're doing so, you want to think about one person, a blank slate, like a created character on any game, right? You apply qualities of this person and you say, what will my ideal fan be like? You write down qualities. They got to like hip hop music. They got to like that type of, you know what I mean? Clothing or whatever type of styles that you like. You take all of that into consideration. And once you get it together, you start making music. Well, you put your music out and you target people. I'm kind of loud over here on this microphone. You target people who fit that criteria. You know what I mean? You target people who fit that criteria. And everybody else, they are considered outliers. They're not the people that you want to be targeted. You know what I mean? So your targeted audience makes it easier for you to spend your money effectively, and you don't waste your money on the people who are not a part of your targeted audience. People who don't like rap music, they're not in your targeted audience. People who prefer pop music, they're not in your targeted audience. People who want to hear nothing but R&B, they're not in your targeted audience. It gets so much deeper than that, but you know that's just a surface level introduction to what a targeted audience is. It's so important for your business. No doubt, bro. No doubt. It'll probably have to be it'll have to be Tuesday. Tuesday will be the earliest that I'll begin the booking. You know what I mean? Tuesday will be the earliest that I'll begin back booking. But let me know what your schedule is. What time? Early would probably be advised or be better. But just let me know what your schedule is, bro. Any more questions before we do get up out of here? Any more questions before we do get up out of here? Cool. If so, man, if that's the case, then I think this is as good as any of a place to cut it short. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, let me go ahead and get ready for my closing statements. You feel me? You know my closing statements are kind of fire. You know what I mean? But hey, man, no more waiting, bro. You know what I mean? Just to be honest with you, no more waiting, man. It's all right here for you right now. You feel me? It's all right here for you right now. Don't be waiting on anybody to tell you that they can do this for you or that you know what I mean? Try to do it yourself first. You owe it to yourself to try this for yourself. You know what I mean? You owe it to yourself to get this thing out the mud. It's going to take that from you, not anybody else. Everybody else is going to do what's best for them, which is try. So you need to do it for yourself. You got to try. And anything that doesn't work, it's okay. It's okay. You can come to the live chat and we can build about it and we can get it back off the ground the next time. And if it fails the next time, we just keep on trying until we come up on something. That's the way that business works. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, love you guys, man. I love you guys. I love the fact that we've established this community and we're able to keep this thing going every Sunday. You know what I mean? We used to do it Thursday just for, fun fact. But every Sunday we do this, man. And it seems like the goal is getting more clear for what I need to be doing in order to provide you guys with the direction that you need in order to break through in this industry. I look forward to that day. I look forward to the day that I can look up and say, yo, you did it. You feel what I'm saying? You did it. You know, from all of you guys here, all of you watching the recordings, I appreciate you guys for coming through, man. Much love to you guys for making the live chat community possible. And with that being said, we're going to keep on doing what we do, but we about to get up out of here right now. If you're going anywhere today, man, be safe on the road. Enjoy yourself. If not, also be safe. It's a lot of crazy stuff going on. You guys know that, though, man. We got to try to keep that hatred as far away as possible, and we got to try to spread the love and, most importantly, spread the knowledge and spread the wealth of everything else. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get up out of here. I'm not going to talk your heads off. I told you my closings is fire. They fire. But much love, man. In stream.